1. She wants you to meet her family. So the first thing we're going to talk about that women only do when they love you is that she wants you to meet her family and spend a lot of time with them. Our families, usually, are really important to us, and that's our safe place. And so if she wants you involved with her family, it's because the people who mean the most to her, she wants them to know you because you mean so much to her, and she wants you to know them because they mean so much to her. So if she wants the most important people in her life to meet each other, that's because you're one of the most important people in her life. 2. She dates you for a long time. One of the best ways to know that she loves you is that she wants to date you long term. So many people, the reason they end up being heartbroken is that they just rush in and they think, oh hey, this is fabulous. We've been on like 3 dates and she loves me. No, she doesn't love you, she doesn't know you well enough. She probably likes you, but you have to actually know someone to a certain level before you can actually be in love with them. And so if she dates you for a long time, no, I'm not talking years and years, but if she actually dates you for a long time, well yeah, she's definitely interested and definitely wants you to be a part of her life and loves you. So if you want to feel confident that she loves you, make sure you are dating her for a long time. 3. She confides in you. She tells you things that are kind of vulnerable and that she wouldn't just share with anyone. That shows us a huge level of trust. When we are in love with someone, that's something we want from them, is being able to confide in them. So if you notice that she tends to confide in you about a lot of things, that's a huge sign, because that is something women do with the man they love. 4. She spends time with you over her friends. Sign number 4 is that she rather be with you than with her friends. Now obviously she needs to be able to spend some time with her friends, that's just normal and healthy. But if you notice that sometimes she'll put off things she could be doing with other people to spend time with you, whoa, that speaks volumes for how she feels about you. 5. She feels comfortable enough to not be perfect. Number 5 is that she feels safe enough with you to not always be super done up. If you notice that sometimes she's comfortable not having her hair done perfectly, maybe wearing sweatpants or working in the yard type clothes, or not having makeup on all the time, that can be a huge sign that it's because she trusts you and she feels safe with you. Now obviously you don't want to take this to the extreme. If she loves you, she also wants to look pretty for you. So if you notice that she never looks nice for you, that's actually a sign of a toxic woman. But we're all human, right? We don't always look our best, and so if she feels safe with you to sometimes look less than perfect, that is a really good sign that she loves you and she feels safe with you. 6. She stops dating other men. The 6th thing women do only with the men they love is that they stop dating other men. If you start noticing she's only dating you, well, that's because she cares about you. If she's keeping her options open, if she's still looking for other men, if she still has other people she's flirting with, she's not in love with you. But if you are exclusive with her, again especially if you've been dating her for a while, well then yeah, she's in love with you. A lot of men will assume, oh, she totally loves me even though there are other men in her life. No. If there are other men in her life, then she doesn't love you. She may be interested, but she doesn't love you. So if you notice that she's exclusive with you and you alone, and she doesn't have eyes for everybody else, well then yeah, it's because she loves you. 7. She sees you in her future. Number 7 is that she plans her future with you in it. Do you ever notice that when she talks to you, it just kind of sounds like you're always going to be a part of her life? If she's planning her future with you in it, it's because she wants you in it. 8. She wants to meet your family. Number 8 is that she actually wants to meet your family and wants to spend time with your family. Just like she wants the most important people in her life to know you, she also wants to know the most important people in your life. 9. She talks to you about everything. Number 9 is she wants to tell you everything. I already mentioned that she'll confide in you and tell you some things that are kind of vulnerable or really personal, things like that. But in addition to that, when a woman's in love with a guy, she thinks about you all the time and she just always wants to talk to you. She wants to tell you everything. Big things, small things, she just wants to spend time with you and really connect with you. 10. She wants to know your opinions. Number 10 is that she actually wants to know your thoughts and your opinions on things. If you notice she asks for your advice and for your input, that's because she really respects you and really cares about your feelings and how you think about things, because she cares about you. 11. She looks past your faults. Number 11 is that she's very aware of your faults and your weaknesses. We all have them, right? She's very aware of them and she's okay with it. She understands that you are not perfect and it doesn't bother her, and she's not trying to change you. She just cares about you and likes you for you because ultimately she loves you for you. Honestly, this is one of the best signs of a really good relationship. Someone who just totally gets that you're human and they absolutely adore you for it anyway. This is actually the power of knowing how to get a girlfriend the right way. When you set your relationship up for success because you have the right game plan, then you have a happy relationship. 12. She remembers things important to you. Number 12 is that she knows the things that are important to you and she remembers them and makes an extra effort in that area. If she is taking the time to remember things that are important to you, that's huge. That's because you really matter to her. 13. She tells people you are a couple. Number 13 is that she lets people know you are a couple. I can't tell you how many men have told me, yeah, I'm really in love with her and I really think she cares about me too, but she doesn't tell people we're a couple. If she needs to hide that you're a couple, it's because she does not love you at all. She is sadly using you. If instead, she can't wait to tell people you're a couple and she's excited to share that with people, it's because she's crazy about you. 14. She can compromise with you. Number 14 is that she can compromise with you and she is willing to compromise with you. Relationships in general just require a certain amount of compromise. And so if she feels like this relationship is worth compromising in, it's because she sincerely cares about you. 15. She makes you a priority. Number 15 is that she makes you a priority. If you don't feel like you're a priority in her life, well then it's probably because she's not in love with you. But if she sets things aside and rearranges her schedule and makes sure you are always a priority, then yes, she definitely cares about you. 16. She involves you in family traditions. Sign number 16 is that she involves you in family traditions and things that are really important to her. Let's face it. If you think there's a possibility you're going to break up with someone, you really don't want them around for a special event or occasion or tradition because it leaves awkward memories in the future. But if instead she wants you to be a part of that and wants you to be a part of things that are really important and special to her, well yeah, it's because she sees you in her future and she truly cares about you. 17. She tells you she loves you. Sign number 17 is that she tells you she loves you. This sounds obvious, but it's not obvious to everyone. If she tells you she loves you, that's a huge sign that she does in fact care about you, because that's not something you just throw around for the most part. Again, I'm not talking about toxic women like I mentioned at the start. But if she actually goes out of her way to tell you things about how she cares about you, then that's huge. So if she tells you she loves you, believe her. Do not ignore that.